What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, House of the Dragon, episode number 2. Absolutely loved the first episode.
Of course.
Thought it was a banger. I thought it was a really good start. I said a couple silly things.
Don't we all?
Obviously, there are Lannisters in this world. I don't know why I said that. I even missed it. There was a Lannister in the tournament. And then, of course, the Hightowers. They weren't a big deal in the original show, but they're around, obviously, as well. But I thought that was a really good first episode, set a really good foundation. And, you know, there's a couple things that jump out to you right away. I think Daemon is probably the most interesting. Because on first watch, they give you this vibe that he's a really bad dude. He can't trust him. He wants his brother's throne, and he's trying to take over everything. And, you know, after editing and watching some stuff again, like, I don't know, because our initial reaction, like, this dude's just running through the streets just friggin' slicing people's shit off. Where you actually, in context, you realize that he was actually killing thieves and rapists and murderers and, like, chopping off peepees and hands and just murdering people. So don't want to get demonetized, but
oh, okay. Penis.
So, like, it's clear that he's being positioned a certain way, but I feel like he's going to be really interesting. And I feel like he's already, and I don't know, we didn't get like the full story of his situation when he was talking about being heir for a day or whatever, but it feels like someone's already trying to, like, get him into trouble, like, frame him for doing or saying something that maybe he didn't exactly do or say. But I don't know, it's Game of Thrones. Like, there's always going to be big question marks about characters and the behaviors of other folks. And Viserys been king for 9 years, and things seem pretty peaceful at King's Landing. I mean, he must be doing a good job because, I mean, 9 years feels like a long time in this world to be king. And there's been a couple different moments where he was kind of referenced as weak. Like, he's a weak king. He seems like he's a nice dude versus some of the other kings and queens that we've seen in that chair, which this throne looks insane.
Oh my God.
Just, there's so many more swords. Like, it feels like the throne that we were told about in the original show. And he's dealing with a little something on his back.
Open wound.
Then he got sliced again by the throne. So that doesn't feel like a good sign.
Probably not.
Like, the fact that he's dealing with that one wound and then getting cut by the throne, it just doesn't feel like a good situation for the king, considering the fact that he lost his wife and son, which, I mean, this first episode was brutal. Yeah. Between some of the stuff that we saw during the tournament, the C-section scene was so brutal. And just
thank you guys for you know who you are, folks reaching out and making sure I was okay. Geek girl, love your face.
Yeah, like that was some really tough stuff to watch. And then you kind of go through that, and then you get the moment with Rhaenyra and her father, and passing it along, passing it down, naming her the heir. Again, as a girl dad, I absolutely loved that moment. I thought it was so cool that they had that conversation. And he kind of, like, expressed some guilt and some regrets.
Yeah, I really liked that.
Like, he kind of acknowledged it. He's like, look, like, I've been wanting a son for so long, and I kind of neglected you as my child. And I think she's going to be a really, really fun character because she feels feisty. Even in the conversation with her mom before the whole thing went down, she's talking about, like, I'd rather be a knight fighting versus being in your chair pregnant.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's going to be a really tough, obviously she's going to be tough because she's already been through a lot, but I feel like she's going to be a really interesting character to watch her grow and develop and see kind of where that story goes.
Riding dragons.
I mean, the riding the dragon. I mean, that just looks absolutely epic.
Yep.
But I really love that moment and her being named queen. It's the first time. It's a tradition that's being ended, and it's the fact that she's getting put on the throne and being named heir, I feel like is a really big deal.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it's going to cause a tidal wave of probably issues within other people in King's Landing. And I feel like Alicent and her dad, Otto, are going to be an issue.
Right.
Every time they showed the Hand of the King on screen, he had this look on his face. I don't know if it's, like, deliberate that he's, like, scheming or trying to figure something out.
I think so. If it's Game of Thrones,
100%.
Absolutely.
And just the fact that he sent his daughter to go check on the king, go comfort him. It's like, all right. Like, we've seen that play so many times where it's like, you get in there, you try to, like, get pregnant, and now we merge our families, and then now we're the heir. Like, we're the ones who's going to take over. So, like, I got a big red flag from Otto big time. And, you know, the whole relationship with Alicent and Rhaenyra, it feels genuine.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Like
it's
sisterly.
it's hard to trust because of, again, it's the world, and it's just hard to really trust any relationship.
Trust
But,
no one.
I mean, it's the Game of Thrones. You either win or you die. So, depending on what your motives are, it's going to be an interesting thing to see that relationship play out because, again, she's the daughter of Hand of the King. There's questions about how strong the king is, and is he sick? Is it going to be a problem that now Rhaenyra is going to be the queen sitting on the Iron Throne? I think this is a great start. I just can't wait to see where the story goes and who actually presents themselves to be a problem, because it's coming.
Daemon for sure.
I don't think he's going to be as big of a problem as we initially thought. Like my original reaction, like my first reaction to him has kind of shifted a lot, especially after having that conversation on the podcast, which we brought the podcast back. There's links to that down below. We do it live on the NNS live channel. Probably Wednesdays is the plan. But just the more I've talked about it, the more I've thought about it, I don't know. I think he's going to turn into a really cool character and be someone that we kind of like go back and be like, oh, dude, I apologize for thinking that you were the one who's going to be like the problem after episode 1, after we get through like the season maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Hightowers are going to be the problem. I feel like that's going to be where the, kind of the betrayal comes from. But I mean, we got dragons, we got fighting, we got sex, of course. We got a lot of violence. There was a lot of brutalness in this episode. I feel like it checked off all the boxes for Game of Thrones, and I thought the pilot episode, it was really strong, and I'm very much looking forward to checking out episode 2. Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
Okay, let's go.
The fuck? I mentioned crab feeder in the last episode. The fuck?
Yikes.
Ugh.
4 ships have now been lost. The last one was flying my banner. The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business.
If you've something to discuss...
I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
He was very concerned about this.
I want to seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free Cities.
These pirates are not the Free Cities.
The 7 Kingdoms have never entered open war with the Free Cities.
Were that to happen, the losses would be incalculable.
The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest from the crown.
I'll caution you, Lord Corlys. A seat at the king's table does not make you his equal.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I have acted, Corlys. I've sent envoys to Pentos and Volantis.
To see if we might find common.
Sound familiar.
Ships and men are at the ready. The Stepstones will be settled in time.
You have dragon riders, father.
How are they going to feel with her?
Send us.
Oh, what?
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Rude.
Oh, shit.
He's
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
A fine idea, Your Grace.
So you want to make me the heir, but you don't want to give me any...
Not yet. I'm not going to throw her on a dragon and go be...
No, but also, like, she should be able to, like, speak up, and she should have a seat at the table, essentially.
I mean, she basically volunteered to jump on a dragon to go show force.
Which I'm down. Good for you, girl.
Where have I heard that one before?
Sir Desmond Captain, a fine night.
Do you believe the Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
That depends whether you speak of the freehold at its height or at its fall. Over 1,000 dragons, a navy large enough to span the seas of the world, the glory of old Valyria will never be seen again. Tell me, how is Rhaenyra? Well, these days she doesn't say more than a few words to me. I think she might find it difficult to discuss personal matters.
It will take time. It did when I lost mine own mother.
There are times when I would rather face the Black Dread himself than mine own daughter of 15.
I think she would open herself to you if invited. You do have such an easy way about you.
You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I fear that she wouldn't understand them.
No.
Kind of hesitated there. Telling someone about your talks.
I just don't like. She's a baby. I mean, his
It's
own
only been
daughter's
half a year
15.
since
She
my
couldn't be
mother
much
died.
older than that.
And already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir.
Cannot worry at the matters of lords and kings, Rhaenyra. What if your father were to remarry?
Uh-oh.
Your father loves you. He chose you for his heir.
He didn't choose me, he spurned Daemon.
This is so pretty. Oh my god, look at that shot right there. Right there.
I find this is a way to be with my mother. Here in the quiet of the steps, I feel close to her. I know it sounds foolish.
I don't think it's foolish.
I thought you might try. If not for me, then perhaps for them.
What do I say?
Whatever you wish. It's only for you and the gods to know.
It's a very sweet moment.
I want him to see me as more than his little girl.
I feel like this is the first time she's cried.
Mine own father does not know the language of girls either. When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort.
I mean, I wonder if she's even had the proper opportunity to
Grieve.
like mourn. I mean, losing your mom at 15.
I don't.
Might I speak plainly, Your Grace? I fear that the eyes of our enemies are presently fixed on the Red Keep. The Queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history. The King's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign.
It is an honest one, cousin. At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it, but you must never await its coming.
Wise words.
Join our families. Wed our daughter Rhaenyra. Unite the two great surviving Valyrian houses. With the Targaryen dragons and the Valyrian fleet bound in blood, you can show the realm that the crown's strongest days are ahead, not behind.
And the music rolls in.
I haven't given marriage much thought. It hasn't even been half a year since Emma passed.
The realm expects you to take a new wife, to strengthen your line and produce more heirs. You could not ask for a stronger match than Rhaenyra.
I mean, obviously, this is like the most common theme in this show. There's just this idea of everyone having their own agenda to like merge houses and get more powerful and position themselves to build more heirs and get closer to that throne.
We haven't spoken much since.
A regret of mine. We should be free to speak our minds to one another.
You can say whatever you'd like. You are the king.
I loved your mother very much.
As did I. Today at small council,
Paid no mind.
I thought I might have had some insight.
You're young.
But
Oh, now he's gonna. Oh, he just brushed her off right now. Oh, you're just young. You don't know what you're talking about.
He didn't even let her like
Speak.
finish her sentence.
Nope.
Come on, be honest with your pop. Tell him what the
Oh my
fuck
god.
is-
What are those? Are those maggots? Ugh.
One thing that felt very similar when she was kind of standing there listening to all of them talk. Do you remember when Arya was with
The maggots will remove the dead flesh
Tywin?
and hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
Ooh, what is
Maggots,
to
dude.
heal?
Maggots.
Yeah, to heal the. Oh my god.
Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys. He proposed a marriage, the Lady Rhaenyra, to combine the strength of our houses and demonstrate my reign's strongest days are ahead.
Such matters must be discussed with a small council.
That is what I'm doing. What is your advice, dear Otto?
The Lady Rhaenyra is young.
A match with their daughter would go a long way towards sealing the breach. And uniting the two great Valyrian houses would certainly signal unity throughout the realm and beyond.
Otto's like, gotta kill that guy.
I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her mother has passed. Her father must propagate the royal line.
Of course he should be concerned how his daughter's gonna feel.
He's just chilling with his hand in the maggots. I can't.
Like, how about Allison? You can marry Allison.
Yeah.
Like, can I suggest that? Like, combine our houses?
Oh, she is literally a baby. Literally a baby. I don't like this at all.
That's
What
her?
was it like flying the Black Dread? You were Valerian's last rider.
Only for a short time, before he died. With Balerion died the last memory of Valyria of old.
It would be a great honor to join our houses, as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood.
Baby.
Is that what your father told you to say? What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
She's not even 14.
Oh, man.
He knows this is wrong.
Of course he does.
Ugh. She's a baby.
She's younger than his daughter. Like, I mean, again, different world. But still, that's wrong.
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Rhaenyra is your daughter, Princess. Does it bother you?
Of course it does. But I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
That was a smack.
If you mean to elicit some anger from me, you should know that you are failing, Princess.
Quite the opposite. Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry. His new wife will produce new heirs. And chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
Fuck off. You suck.
I think she's just being honest with her.
I know, but she's being a bitch about it.
New order.
Oh, I wish that could be Rhaenyra. But the men of the realm already had their opportunity to appoint a ruling queen at the Great Council, and they denied it.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys, the queen who never was.
Oh, burn.
But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
Dude, the shade that's
the
getting...
shit talking.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
I mean, I believe that part.
And your father is no fool.
I think the message is good for her to, like, learn and take in.
I think she
I think
knows that already, though.
I just think it's the way she, like, presented it to her.
Dude,
like,
it's like the fanciest version of shit talking you've ever heard.
I brought you something.
oh, she fixed it.
This is a very kind gesture.
She's softening him up.
Yep.
I mean, she's doing a good job.
She is.
Scorgidoso zedriso dromon tomepsa uliroti
The
riladi.
dragon eggs was stolen?
Darilaros daimon sikia se glivzeus.
Uh-oh.
Daemon.
It is the pleasure of Daemon Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone and rightful heir to the Iron
Or maybe
I
he
like how
will
he
be a
adds that
problem.
title.
My brother wishes to provoke me. To answer is to give him what he wants.
The realm is watching.
What would you have me do? Send him to the wall? Perhaps I could put his head on a spike.
Orio dromon Daemon leitas.
Dromon hidrotso iles darilaros.
Dreamfire's princess.
Darilaro belo matzombile. Iderefrenkono.
Assemble a detachment, Otto. I will go to Dragonstone and drag Daemon back to face justice myself.
Ooh, shit.
I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Of course, Otto wants to volunteer to go.
Of course.
All right, so I'm kind of taken back. Daemon feels like
A big problem.
Again, unless this isn't exactly like, unless something else is going on. But yeah, it feels like he is an issue. They mentioned the wall. I'd love to see the wall in this time period. It's like this is obviously going to be like a hostile situation, right?
I assume.
Like, you got to drag Daemon out of there, and
That's messed up. Taking on a second wife, stealing the egg that belonged to the cradle of Prince Balin.
we're at Dragonstone right now, right?
Correct.
That's where Daenerys was at the end of the show.
Absolutely. Still taking notes. So pretty.
Very eerie too.
A very
Like that fog
ominous.
and those clouds just makes it look very creepy.
Yep. You got the egg right there. Vigo.
Stop that.
Sorry. That carpet.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
This feels like a problem.
Lady Mysaria is to be my wife.
This is an abomination. With every breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Our love does not know titles and traditions.
Why the fuck does he sound like Ramsay right now? The way he's talking.
The king made me their commander. They are loyal to me.
You've come for the egg. Here it is.
Oh god, it's gorgeous.
You've never survived this.
Well, happily, neither would you.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if
Yep,
it
let's
ends
do
in the
that.
death of your unborn child and its mother.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Oh, pretty.
Scary.
Sorry, I mean also terrifying.
Dude, Daemon's dragon is so scary looking. Oh, that is fucking cool. Oh shit!
Oh.
I don't think she was supposed to go.
Nope, but she's like, I'm gonna get this. You guys are not gonna fucking do it right. Oh my god, that is
shit.
so cool.
You got a dragon, so do we. Bitch. Alright, she's fucking badass.
I love her. I'm gonna sit around and wait for all you dumbasses to take care of their shit my damn self. Give me the egg. Fucking uncle. You're the worst.
Kesu ugleisa, luon zombaz mi nukon isa. Kepus?
Ia sila voce euro tao.
Vedroso dari ohi ikida.
Tubi maneri, Nike de Niklas.
Sekedje sut nukon vronkron, dromon laudigon ao belvitas.
Pipo zadr zomi mazem bilo vule, konir nuhruho sutailan.
Sekelat.
I think she realizes she's being used, by the way.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Like, it kind of clicked right there, I feel like.
I'm right here, Uncle, the object of your ire, the reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it.
What? Your play, Daemon.
Give me the egg first, bitch.
Oh.
Oh!
Just fucking chucks at her.
Wonder if that egg ever hatches, or if that is... Which dragon would that be if it ends up being Daenerys's?
It's 200 years from now.
I know, but she has 3 dragon eggs.
It's not one of them, I don't think. I don't think they take that long to hatch.
They don't hatch until you put them over fire.
What do you... I mean...
Take that, bitch! Hand of the king, you
Now,
suck.
is that act gonna piss people off? Or maybe be something to kind of give her a little bit of, like, respect?
I think that just pissed off the hand of the king. He's pissed, Daemon's pissed, everybody's pissed. Except for her, because she needs a pat on the back.
But maybe some of the other folks are like, damn, she
No,
she can
I
lead.
get that. No, I totally understand, but it's not under certain people's agenda, so they're probably going to have other people be pissed off about it too.
Definitely some feathers were ruffled. Damon's going to go cry now.
Mm-hmm. Getting it done, girl.
You announced that we were to be wed?
Oh, she didn't even know that.
On the morrow.
That's a dagger that Arya had. Damon is just very, like, rogue with how he goes about doing things.
Immature.
Impulsive.
Impulsive.
Like, I feel like he doesn't put a ton of thought into his actions. He just does them out of, like, impulse and desire.
I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion.
That's all I would ever give, Your Grace.
Rhaenyra Velaryon.
Lord Corlys is your master of ships, and she is the eldest daughter of the wealthiest house in the realm. She comes from unimpeachable Valyrian stock. And she has Targaryen blood. What's to mislike?
She is 12.
She will mature.
She'll mature.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, how old am I going to be by the time she's mature?
What if I was to reject Lord Corlys' proposal?
He would not be like to take it well. I fear nothing short of a direct line to the Iron Throne would satisfy him. The Sea Snake has made a calculated reach, fair play for a man of his position. If you truly want my unencumbered opinion...
I do.
You should wed Rhaenyra Velaryon, Your Grace. Take Lord Corlys and fix him at your side.
Man, the stuff that you got to do to, like, strengthen your claim and your kingship. And...
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
See, what had happened was, Dad.
He's going to be pissed.
Yeah, I did a thing there, Dad.
It ended up working out, though. Don't be too mad, please.
He's going to be pissed. He doesn't even...
You disobeyed me. You fled King's Landing without a word, and you acted without the crown's leave. You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
May I sit?
She's like, I don't want to hear your bullshit. Let me sit down for this.
I mean, she is definitely no nonsense.
She's had it, dude. She's getting constantly pushed around by dudes.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Yes. Well.
Ha! You have to admit it.
I sometimes forget how alike you both were.
See, he's not too mad. I think he's impressed.
Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal. Without her, the Red Keeper's lost a warmth, and I dare say it will never recover.
It pleases me to hear you say this. To know that I'm not alone in my grief.
I wish I had known better what to say to you in the aftermath. I struggle to realize that my daughter had so quickly become a woman grown. But I know she understands what is now expected of me.
The king must take a new wife.
I could never replace your mother. No more than I intend to replace you as heir. But you are my only heir, and our line is vulnerable, too easily ended. And by marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us.
Basically everyone.
I do not wish to make us estranged.
You are the king, and so your first duty is to the realm.
She's saying the things, but you know she's hurting. Poor thing.
I mean, she's clearly a lot smarter than her age would allow for her to be.
Yes, she's mature beyond her years.
Under these circumstances, like... I really like their conversations. It feels like they need to have more of them.
Yeah.
They can't be so scattered all the time.
Right.
Because he kind of keeps apologizing. Like, I wish I would have talked to you sooner. I didn't know how to talk to you after everything. In like 6 months? Like, that's a lot.
Good morrow, my lords.
I feel like he's going to do something
Outrageous right now.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Uh-oh.
It's not going to be the plan that they just talked about. Uh-oh. Alicent.
I intend to marry.
Oh,
the
shit.
Lady Alicent Hightower.
Yeah, good. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is an absurdity. My house is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm.
But your baby is only 12.
I'm your king.
Ew. The look on his face. You're gross, dude.
I mean, dude, his plan worked.
And she feels absolutely betrayed.
The conflict is brewing.
Like, you're my friend. You're supposed to be my friend.
Now
Not
you're
marry
gonna marry my dad.
You're gonna be my mom now.
Oh, man.
Unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit and luck. When I ascended the Driftwood throne, I knew what I wanted, so I went out and seized it. Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat with the strength of mine own back. I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Is he talking to Daemon?
Fucking dude.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't aware you had a king for a brother.
We're both men who have had to cut our own way through the world. We've been passed over too often.
I'm gonna just...
Did you call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, Lord Corlys? Or was there some other reason?
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstone?
Some Mirish prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
I have been petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory, but he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trait.
What?
Being king.
Just gonna sit here and commiserate with each other.
Shit.
The Crab Feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened.
Oh my god. Just nail them
If those
to
shipping lanes
planks and
fall-
let them get eaten.
Did that dude have
My
grayscale?
house will be crippled. I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish. You will not.
Waiting in the Stepstones is a chance for you to prove your worth to any who might yet doubt it. We are the realm's second sons, Daemon. Our worth is not given, it must be made.
Oh my.
Man.
Oh my. That was the crab feeder?
Wow. Talk about an episode that is really kind of setting the tone for what's coming. Because it feels like a lot of folks feel betrayed in what just went down right there.
A little bit.
I mean, Corlys was all set up to have his daughter take over and have those like,
ew.
Like, if she was older, like, it legitimately feels like the best situation of houses to merge.
Right.
With the combination of his fleet, the family lines, there's Targaryen blood there, and then like comboing it with the dragons, like it feels like it would be an unstoppable force, and the king would be back into a really strong kind of position of dominating the realm. But she's 12. Like, even he was just like she'll mature, like, yeah, well, what?
Yeah.
Like, again, like, this world is different, and it's Game of Thrones, and obviously things are different, but
even
it's
for
still,
that, even for Game of Thrones,
yeah, it's a
12
lot.
is...
So, like, even Rhaenyra is clearly betrayed in this situation by her dad, by her friend. Again, I don't know how real that friendship, like, it feels real, but again, it's all about positioning yourself and aligning families and
But she
doing
has
what's
to
best.
listen to her dad. It's not up to her. Her life is not up to her.
Yeah.
When you are a woman in this world, it doesn't matter what you want. It matters what your father wants, what your family line wants.
Even, it's any heir. Because, like he was telling her, there's so much value in his only heir. Like, their line could end. Like, if Daemon was just like, cool, I'm going to take your head off, it's over. Like, that line is done. and Daemon would be back to being the heir in that situation. And
that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about, like, you get married off. You have no choice. You have to have a child whether you want to or not. Your life is not yours to make decisions.
It's definitely a tough spot. And it feels like now that Corlys meeting with Daemon and building that kind of relationship, even though Daemon's kind of still like, I could talk shit about my brother, you can't talk shit about the king, kind of thing. That was, I kind of appreciate that to an extent. But that whole thing that I said at the beginning of this video about Daemon not being a problem.
He's a problem.
He's a problem.
He's a big, big problem.
And just him getting punked doesn't feel like it's going to sit well with him. The whole conversation with his whore wife, soon-to-be wife, not probably going to be his wife now, that didn't feel like it went over too well.
She's like, I'm so sorry, I'm doing what now?
Yeah.
I have what now? I'm going to get married and have a kid?
Like, you didn't even...
Since when, dude?
You didn't even tell her. Like, she's like, wait, we're getting married? Like, you announced this?
Dude, I did not agree
to
this.
So, like, the fact that this dude took over Dragonstone and took that seat, and apparently, like, I didn't realize this, it might have been mentioned before, but that was Rhaenyra's seat. Like, she's the princess of Dragonstone. That's her claim, and Daemon went and took it. And I love that she kind of went rogue and showed up with her dragon and was just like,
She's trying to prevent bloodshed, and it worked.
It did work. And, I mean, we talked about it. Otto is clearly someone that is not someone to be trusted. He has so much agenda that he's trying to fulfill, and you knew from the moment that he was, like, telling Alicent, like, go comfort the king, go spend time with him. Like, you knew that's exactly what he was positioning for. Like, his wife was gone. There's no queen. He's going to have to remarry at some point. And it's like, I got a daughter. I want to be connected to that family. I want to be linked to the throne. So it just feels like there's so many... Like, we're playing a chess game right now. And the chess pieces are getting moved. It feels like the alliances are getting kind of formed and sides are being picked. And it feels like we're going to have a situation potentially where we're going to have a little fight with this crab feeder dude. Because, again, it's a situation where the king is being portrayed as weak, not handling the situation. He doesn't want to spark a war. And I really appreciated the analogy that Corlys made with the storm. Like, you either go through it or around it. You don't wait for it.
Right.
And so
I like that too.
He wants to go handle this problem and not sit and wait for it. But King made the decision to chill, didn't want to attack and take care of that situation. So now it feels like we're going to get a situation where him and Daemon are going to go handle this and go clear out the bay and get their land back, essentially, and remove them. Get rid of these pirates who are feeding people to crabs.
I just thought of something.
What?
Bring the noise.
Oh, crab cakes and football.
Sorry.
That's what King's Landing does.
Storm.
Yeah.
Bring the noise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, it happens all the time. It's perfect.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah, I'm loving the first 2 episodes. This feels like Game of Thrones with just a different cast of characters. It's what it feels like. And it doesn't even feel that far off in terms of what we're used to with the characters. I was tripping during that bridge scene. Daemon sounded like fucking Ramsay Bolton. The way he was talking, like his voice and his tone and like his pitch. I'm like, if I kind of close
He would flay a man. He would.
It feels like it.
Yes, he would.
It feels like it. Dracarys. Maybe he'll just burn them all. But the fact that Rhaenyra during the council meeting made that offer, be like, I'll just get on my dragon and I'll fly over there and
handle this myself.
It's like that feels eerie similar to something else.
Yeah.
I mean, they're Targaryens. It's what they do. It makes sense. You got a conflict. I'm gonna get on my fucking dragon and scare the shit out of you. And if you don't step down, we'll obliterate you.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest reason Corlys went to Daemon. Because, yes, he's got all this money. I think they said it was like the most powerful house in Westeros. He's got this great fleet, but as we know, a great fleet doesn't really hold up to multiple dragons.
Right.
That's not really a fight that you want to get into. So he's making an alliance with... He's like, King's not going to help me. I'm not getting my kid married to the king. I'm going to go over to the king's brother, who's a little disgruntled. He's also got a really big, badass dragon as well. I'm going to go make an alliance over here and go handle some problems, and then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah. So, I'm digging the first 2 episodes a lot.
Me too.
I really feel like we're getting something big potentially in this next episode. I feel like there's going to be some fighting of some sort. I mean, I don't feel like this crab feeder dude and his crew are going to like necessarily be the type of people to back down. They're going to be like, well, fuck you, kind of thing.
Just feed you to my crabs.
I mean, they look messed up, by the way.
That was awful. That was so creepy.
That was pretty messed up. So
I love the makeup, though.
Yeah.
I love it.
I liked hearing about the wall. I thought that was kind of cool. I'll just
What
send
do
him
we
to
do?
the wall.
Send him to the wall?
That's like
God.
cool. Like, can we do that at some point? That'll be pretty awesome.
Yes, let's nice watch the shit out of
Yeah.
this.
The one thing I didn't mention in the open, it was revealed. You guys with the comments did a really good job outside of, calling me out for being wrong about stuff. The dagger that Daemon has is the dagger that was used, correct me if I'm wrong, fact check me on this, was the dagger that was used to attempt to kill Bran, and then it was the dagger that Arya had. So, like, it'd been passed down that many years.
I love it.
So that dagger that he's holding is a very large Easter egg in the original show. So that was pretty cool. There's a lot of that going on in this.
I love it.
A lot of Easter eggs popping up, which you guys are great for pointing out, and I know there's a lot of people who basically obsessed with pointing out Easter eggs. It's good to know about it.
Easter
Can we call it
eggs?
dragon eggs?
Dragon eggs.
A lot of dragon eggs?
Yes.
Cool. So, yeah.
You know what's up.
Really good episode. Again, this foundation that's being built, the world building and the new character building that's kind of being put into place, and all the alliances that are kind of moving around and people trying to like position themselves. It's good stuff so far.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts?
Since I don't have any other shows that I do emojis with, shall we start some with this?
You're going to add work for me, huh?
If you'd like to, leave a dragon, just leave an egg.
Eggs.
Egg in
Egg.
the, or a circle.
Egg or a circle in the comments.
Yep.
Leave them down there below.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, that's
all right, y'all. You guys leave your comments down below. We'll catch you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.